Hey guys, Chris here again from ClassicVWBugs.com. Today's tip I want to talk to you about is mounting running boards onto your classic Volkswagen. Now, one thing I want to point out is before you buy a bug, one of the crucial elements to make your decision when buying a bug, especially when it comes to price and what they're asking and whatnot, is the running board section. Not so much the running boards, these are pretty cheap to buy, it's what the running boards mount into. And what they do mount onto is basically the rocker panels, which is connected to the heater channel. And a lot of times, if you just wiggle up and down the running board, you might hear a crackle in there, and a lot of times that's where the bolts are basically, they're all rusted and they're all rotting out. So it's a good idea to put down a piece of cardboard, get down on your back, and try to check underneath here and see what the damage is like, because that's a crucial element to your bug. And a lot of times, if that's all rusted out, the heater channel's all gone, and when the heater channel's gone, basically the frame of the bug, those got to get cut out. But one way I want to, if your heater channels are good, but I want to talk to you about basically mounting your running boards today. The way I like to do it is actually when I have the running board off and you want to put it on, don't mount it to the fenders yet, because if you mount it to the fenders, the bolts may not line up on the heater channel or the rocker panel to bolt this the running board on. So I like to bolt the running board on first and then bolt it to the fenders, because the fenders, at least you can unbolt, and also they have some wiggle room, they have some space to actually give you some leeway to match it up. Sometimes they're tight, sometimes they're not, sometimes they go in just fine. But a lot of times what you want to do is, I would lube them up with some WD-40 before you start putting them in, even when it comes to even taking the old ones off. Hammer them a little bit on top of them just to break up the rust a little, and then pull them out. And then you should have on your running boards. Mostly the running boards are the same for almost all years, so they're pretty universal and you can get them pretty cheap anywhere. Of course, they do have the German hardcore running boards, which are a little more expensive, but all in all, what I usually do is I can get the cheaper kind, and I undercoat them and put also POR 15 on them, which is a rust preventative paint, so they will never rust again. And then what I do is I actually will spray on top of the black to make it nice and glossy. And then for these older bugs, I get the thick chrome molding that goes on the side, and it looks really nice. So it's just a couple tips there for running board installation. Remember, it is a crucial area on the bug, and sometimes it makes a decision when to buy or not to buy a bug, depending on how bad it is rusted behind the running board, not so much on the running board itself. Okay? All right, that's the tip for today. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, Chris at ClassicVWBugs.com.